I'll continue with lifelines of national economy. Next is pipelines. So how are pipelines useful? Pipelines, once we were using it for transporting water. Those who are in Tamil Nadu would have seen the Veeranam pipes. Then what are the uses of? So one is to transport water and oil, petroleum products. Solids can be transported when it is in the form of slurry. Though it is very costly, but it is one-time investment, maintenance of pipelines is not very high. It avoids accidents. There is no delay in carrying it. There is no delay in taking it to the plants, from refineries to industries. There is no delay, there is no loss. So these are all advantages of pipelines. There are some pipelines identified by the government. So the government has recognized some pipelines. So what are the pipelines? Where are they? From Upper Assam to Kanpur via Guwahati, Barauni and Allahabad. Next one from Salaya in Gujarat to Jalandhar in Punjab. The next one connects Hazira with Jagdishpur via Vijaypur in Madhya Pradesh. So these are all important, carrying the petroleum products, oil from east to west. So it is distributed from refineries to other plants. Next one is waterways. So what are the advantages of waterways? For example, you find in some places goods are carried by steamers, boats, then ships. So in inland, in the country that is inland, you find small steamers and boats. So here you find what are the advantages? Cheapest mode of transport, suitable for carrying heavy goods, fuel efficient, that is very important today. Then environmental friendly because not much of emission of smoke. Then national waterways, Ganga River, Brahmaputra and West Coast Canal in Kerala. So these are the three identified as national waterways. Ganga River you find between Allahabad and Haldia. Then Brahmaputra between Sadaya and Dhubri. West Coast Canal in Kerala. So these are all inland waterways. Since waterways are important, we are making the best use of the seaports available in India. Now there are many seaports we have, and each seaport is identified with some feature. Now first we will take Kandla. So Kandla is a tidal port. It handles imports and exports, reducing traffic in the western part of India. Then Mumbai, it's a natural harbour which carries the highest volume of trade, that is export and import. New Mangalore, which is mainly used for exporting iron ore. Kochi, the port in the southwestern part of India. It's a natural harbour. Next, Tuticorin, natural harbour in the eastern side. Visakhapatnam, which is known as landlocked port. Next, Paradweep, which is mainly for iron ore export. Kolkata, inland riverine port. Then next, Haldia, the subsidiary to Kolkata. That means that the volume of traffic cannot be managed by the Kolkata riverine port. So it is to reduce that, Haldia port is functioning. So like how we have in Madras Harbour, you have in Ennore you have, which is also handling. So that is what meant by subsidiary port. So each port has got a distinct feature. So sometimes in the map they don't give you the name of the place, they just ask you to mark the riverine port or the tidal port. So you have to find out the answer. You should know which is a tidal port. Then you will be marking Kandla in Gujarat. The next one, airways. Airways, fastest, airport, then very comfortable. These are the features of airways. Then it can cross difficult terrains like forest, high mountains, rivers, dense forest and large oceans. So we prefer airways. In India, airways are more popular in Northeast. That is mainly used in Northeast. Why? Because of the terrain. The terrain is irregular and it is there you find more of forest, mountains and river dissecting the land. So air travel is preferred to cross all this irregular or the difficult terrain. So that is why air travel is more popular in northeastern part of India.